Peace and blessings is real. First and foremost, I want to take this time and give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten Son, Yahushua, for allowing this word to come out. And I hope you sincere brothers and sisters is edified by this word. And the name of the lesson is called Humiliation and Embarrassment Comes to Those Who Sit in the Seat of Honor in High Places, man. Let me say it again. Humiliation and embarrassment come to those who sit in the seats of honor in high places, man. In this word, what we're going to deal with is the subject of humility, because you have a lot of individuals that are extremely proud, and a lot of that pride, a lot of them being proud, and a lot of that pride comes out, especially when they go in high places looking to sit in the seats of those that's considered honorable. And what you see on the screen is a marriage that has taken place, and now they are transitioning over to the wedding reception, the wedding feast. And in the ancient times, man, not only was the wedding a huge deal, but the wedding feast was also a huge deal, because who's who, the well-to-do, the high-ranking, VIP, honorable people showed up, and those that wasn't honorable showed up pretending to be honorable, showed up trying to be and mingle with those that was high up. And that's what we're going to deal with in this word. You know, you'll suffer humiliation and embarrassment when you come to a wedding reception, sitting in the seat of honor in high places, man. You got to learn humility. You have to learn what it's like to be humble. And if you know, like I know, you should voluntarily be humble. Because if you're forced to be humble, you're going to be humiliated and embarrassed. And in this word, we're going to show you how people are forced to deal with humility. Yahushua spoke a beautiful parable in Luke 14, verses 7 through 11. And you're going to see what I mean when I say humiliation and embarrassment come to those who sit in the seat of honor in high places, man. We're going to come to you in Luke chapter 14, verse 7 through 11. And it reads, verse 7, and he, which is Yahushua, put forth a parable to those which were bidden, when he marked how they chose out the chief rooms, saying unto them, verse 8, when thou art bidden of any man to a wedding, sit not down in the highest room, lest a more honorable man than thou be bidden of him. You see that? So now when we analyze Luke 14, 7 and 8, let's go back to verse 7, Luke 14, and it reads, and he put forth a parable. In other words, what Yahushua was doing, metaphorically speaking, he was saying a dark saying. Okay, and a deeper meaning of the parable is Yahushua was painting a picture, illustrating a particular story. The scripture says, and he put forth a parable to those which were bidden, those which were invited, when he marked how they chose, when he noted how they chose out the best places, aka chief rooms, saying unto them, when thou art bidden of any man to a wedding, aka the wedding reception, aka the wedding feast, sit not down in the highest room, lest a more honorable man than thou be bidden. So when it comes to the chief rooms, when it comes to the highest rooms, those rooms are symbolic to honorable men. That's a place of honor. That's the seats of honor. That's high rank status. Individuals is those that appropriately go with the chief rooms, the highest rooms. Okay? These are high ranking individuals. But you have low-ranking individuals trying to sit in those seats, wanting to be recognized, wanting to be exalted, wanting to be lifted up, you see? But Yahushua is going to tell you the detriment of that. He told you in Luke 14:7-8 that don't sit in the highest room. Don't choose the chief rooms. He's going to tell you in verses 9 and 10 and 11 what you should do, what route you should go. Luke 14, verse 9, Yahushua said, and he that bade thee, and him come and say to thee, give this man place, and thou begin with shame to take the lowest room. So you see what happens when you jump and go and try to go to the seats of honor in high places. Guess what happens, man? If you're not a person of high rank, if you're not an honorable person, guess what's going to happen, man? Someone that is high rank status, someone that is of place of honor is going to take your seat. They're going to move you out your seat and put somebody that's more honorable in that seat. And guess what's happening? You're going to be shamed. You're going to be humiliated. You're going to be embarrassed because you went all the way up there where the big boys was, the VIP was, and you got moved right up out of there and everybody saw you. You was sitting up there like you was important. You was sitting up there like you was just as high class, high ranking, high level of everybody in that room. And soon when you got asked to get up out of there for someone that's more important than you, you suffered embarrassment and humiliation, man. You see that? Verse 10, it says, but when thou art bidden, go and sit down in the lowest room, that when he that bade thee cometh, he may say unto thee, friend, go up higher. Then thou shalt have glory, thou shalt have worship in the presence of them that sit at meat with thee. Verse 11, for whosoever exalteth himself shall be humbled, abased, and he that humble himself shall be exalted, shall be lifted. You see that? Now, when we analyze these scriptures, once again, in verse 9, you see the detriment of choosing them high places, choosing them chief rooms. You're going to get embarrassed by somebody that's more honorable, someone that's higher ranked than you. Verse 10, it says, but when thou art bidden, go and sit in the lowest rooms. See, the lowest rooms would be for those that are low level, those that are low ranking, those that's low graded. Okay. The lowest rooms will be considered the nosebleed seats. Okay. But the lowest rooms is symbolic to those that are humble and meek. You see that? If you're a humble and meek person, don't go for the highest rooms. You go for the lowest room. Why? Because it says that when he that bade thee cometh, he may say unto thee, friend, go up higher. In other words, you don't have to be down here in the low level room where nobody can see you. We want you to come up front so everybody can see you and honor you. You see? And the scripture says, then shalt thou have worship. Then thou shalt have glory and honor in the presence of them that sit at meat with thee. You see that? So again, in verse 9, man, you're going to be embarrassed and confused. Verse 10, you're going to be honored, man. And in verse 11, what it says, for whosoever exalt himself shall be abased, shall be humbled, and he that humble himself shall be exalted, man. So let me tell you like this. Humiliation and embarrassment will come to those who sit in the seats of honor in high places. Because I'm telling you, if you're not a high-ranking individual and you're not an honorable person, your ass is going to get clout when you try to go up there and mingle with them. Because soon when somebody high level steps in there, your seat going to get took and your ass going to get kicked out the highest rooms. Your ass going to get kicked out of the chief room. you going to get your ass sent to the Lord's room where you belong from the beginning. And that humiliation and embarrassment is going to make you think twice about the rooms that you choose if you're fortunate to go to the royal wedding feast. You see? This is cold-blooded, man. I hope you sincere brothers and sisters was edified by this word. And we give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, for allowing this word to come out, man. Shalom.